So we are here also now to unveil and announce another very, very incredible human being that has done more for this entire region in the state of Nevada and California than you could imagine. Steve Teshara, also charter member of the Business Council. Come on up, guys. Come on up. Has many visions and has made an incredible amount of things happen that people probably just don't even realize. So we have a very special speaker today. Carol, come on up. And she's going to share with you some of the wonderfulness of you and why this entire region is so appreciative of everything you've done in your career. Go ahead, Carol.
Okay, here we go. I want to thank you for inviting me to talk about Steve, who has been a colleague and a friend for so many years. He is so deserving of recognition. It is really an honor, Renee and the Business Council, to select me to tell you why he's so special. I'd like to start with our acronyms, because as you know, our region is particularly fond of them. So Steve, APC, EIP, FAC, LTGA, LTSSC, RPU, SBC, STAR, SSTMA, TDVA, TPC, TRPA, TTD. Got it. Steve has been integrally involved with all of these organizations and initiatives, and this is just scratching the surface. Julie Reagan, Chief of Communications and Government Affairs for the Tahoe Regional Planning Agency, said of Steve, we could talk about his community accomplishments and contributions for a week and still not be done. So with the caveat that my acknowledgement of his amazing accomplishments is not necessarily chronological, because he is a master of multitasking and juggling jobs, advocating and achieving, we'll get going, hoping to be done in a week's time, October 7th. Steve was the executive director of the Lake Tahoe Gaming Alliance and was instrumental in the legislation forming the Tahoe Douglas Visitors Authority, of which he became the first executive director. Steve's role in AB 616, the TDVA Act, led to see what we see being erected today in the township, a 6,000-seat event center with the potential of $40 to $60 million of economic impact per year. As for the LTGA, it has evolved into the South Tahoe Alliance of Resorts, which Steve still supports through his entrepreneurial, sustainable community advocates, strategic planning, and consulting services. His tourism and business advocacy work continued with his role as North Lake Tahoe Chamber and North Lake Tahoe Resort Association CEO. He also served as the chief executive of the Tahoe Sierra Preservation Council, and today he holds the CEO position for the Lake Tahoe South Shore Chamber of Commerce, or Tahoe Chamber. The Tahoe Regional Planning Agency awarded Steve the Lake Spirit Award, saying this about him: Steve has been a tireless advocate for the Lake Tahoe Environmental Improvement Program. He's the former chair of the Federal Advisory Committee, where he advocated for hundreds of millions of dollars to benefit Lake Tahoe. U.S. senators know Steve on a first-name basis, and he has consistently represented Lake Tahoe's interest in our nation's capital for more than 30 years. In fact, he was a member of the steering committee for the historic Lake Tahoe Presidential Forum in 1997. Steve was appointed to the TRPA Advisory Planning Commission in 2012, bringing a wealth of regional history to the APC as the Tahoe Transportation District's representative, later serving as chair. His reputation for being consistent and fair has made him instrumental in raising the awareness and knowledge of colleagues and stakeholders engaged in transportation, housing, and in Main Street planning. He assisted with the development of the TRPA Regional Plan Update and the Regional Transportation Plan Sustainable Community Strategy. Speaking of transportation, he was a founding board member and chair of both the South Shore Transportation Management Association and the Truckee North Tahoe Transportation Management Association, as well as board member and chair of the Tahoe Transportation District. His work to improve regional transportation options and funding has been a tireless pursuit. Never a dull moment, Steve. He also took on the task of organizing the many regional tourism stakeholders, public and private, to advocate to save Nevada's tourism with the legislature. This was at a time when defunding tourism promotion was pursued in a number of states and communities, which, as we know, would have been a counterproductive outcome in our region that depends upon tourism. Of course, Steve was key in the success of the campaign to preserve marketing dollars and thus preserve the Nevada tourism industry. Steve was instrumental in developing the Lake Tahoe Basin Prosperity Plan and the subsequent organization that carries out that plan of work, the Tahoe Prosperity Center, a regional effort to identify data-driven initiatives such as attainable workforce housing, job and training opportunities, reliable and robust internet, and a safe basin equipped with safety cameras. We should also mention that that Steve is a Douglas County economic vitality champion for many years. Steve has a passion for the truth and for making it readily available to all in the name of community improvement. He was a radio journalist specializing in local and regional news at stations in both North and South Shore, and many of us have tuned into his regional report on Douglas County Community Access Television. And I think I've been interviewed a couple of times.
Yes, you have.
You were nice. Steve, along with his late wife, Penny, was inducted into the Nevada Broadcasting Association Hall of Fame. And speaking of the great Mrs. Teshara, sorry. Throughout the many, many, many years I've known Steve, and with his numerous recognitions and awards, and his incredible contributions to our communities, I'm pretty sure that one of his greatest passions and enriching life experiences was his relationship with Penny. He adored her, he revered her, and he was never far away from her. They were truly a dynamic duo. So today, along with this award, Steve, the Most Loving Husband Award should certainly be yours. Steve and I have shared office space for the last 4 years and has afforded me the opportunity to know him as an intellect, a fierce organizer, dare I say hoarder?
Yes, hoarder.
Of every plan, every set of minutes, every newspaper article, and every detail of all that he's worked on. If you're looking for something that's happened in the last 40 years, go to the Steve Teshara Library and Archive. Steve has taught us that improving our life quality, environment, and our economy is not for the faint of heart. He is so deserving of appreciation for being such a leadership role model, not only for me, but for so many others, inspiring us all towards lasting and impactful community progress, regardless of the sacrifices and hard work. I know Steve has done none of what I have briefly mentioned for public recognition, but out of profound love for this region and a commitment to making it the best place it can be. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Oh, to the left.
Oh.
Thank you. And you want to keep going on the other side of Steve? Carol, that was phenomenal. And I know that your relationship with this entire region, both states and beyond, and with Steve just goes beyond words. And for you to say what you've said, just nailed it. We couldn't have said it better. And that's why we selected you to be the special speaker all those months ago. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So on behalf of the Business Council of Douglas County, and Brandy and I are the representatives today, and I'm going to read this to you. Okay. And now you've always again an elite club, but we're gonna make it official here. So Steve, leaders and legends, Steve Teshara, for providing vision, thoughtful leadership, inspiring excellence, leading with honor, responsibility, and integrity, and giving a lifetime of commitment to the preservation and sustainability of our community.
Thank you.
That's what you've done. All right, want to give it now?
And he's not done yet.
No! No. Okay. So congratulations. Well deserved. Congratulations. Now we're going to take a picture real quick.
I just want to say that it's really humbling to be here in this company and to be honored today in this way, along with Jerry Bing, thank you, Jerry, and with Senator Settlemeyer, both stalwarts in our community. So I'm just humbled to be here. Thank you.
We're humbled to get to hang out with you. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. So you did good.